Happy Sunday, one and all, but today is not just any Sunday, of course. Today is the best kind of Sunday known to mankind, Softball Sunday, the day we do easy songs. And there are very few songs with a fun to difficulty ratio as high as Chasing Cars, which makes this song a good time to which we do not dare say no. Take your pointer finger and put it on the D string 7th fret. Then I'm going to place my pinky finger, you'll see why in a minute, on the G string 9th fret. All you do is you pluck the D string, then the G string, and you do that 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to take a minute to show you my plucking direction. I pluck down on the D string and then up on the G string. When I pluck down and my next string is the G string, that's really convenient. But then when I'm going to pluck the G string and my next string is the D string, it's good to be going up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then your pointer finger simply drops down 1 fret to the 6th fret. This is why I used my pinky finger so that I have more stretching power here. Same thing, 8 times. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. Then your pointer finger just gets lost entirely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and back to the 7th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. More on this in just a moment, but we're going to call the first one the A one, the stretchy one the E one, and the get lost finger one, the D one. And I just want to make sure everyone's aware that there are 4 things that happen. And this is something that in my experience as a guitar teacher, people just dipping their pinky toe into the shallow end of the pool of playing instruments have a little bit of trouble at first coming to terms with. And that is, you play the A one, you play the E one, you play the D one, and then you play the A one again. And then you repeat from there, and this progression being 4 ones, the first and the last one being the A one. You're going to play the A one twice in a row, but the first time you play it, it's going to be the 4th one, and the second time you play it, it's going to be the 1st one. So make sure to keep track which one you're on when you're doing the A one. A, E, D, A, repeat. A, right? E, D, A. And that takes care of that. And we're calling it the A one because this is 2 notes. This is the note A and E. And guess what chord has A and E? A has A and E. When we do the stretchy one, this is now G sharp and E. And the chord E has a G sharp and an E in it. And lastly, when we play the open D string one, that of course is the D one, and as luck would have it, the chords for the chorus, and I'm going to show you 2 interpretations, and I would encourage you to try both, mix and match, and see which flavor is your favorite. But interpretation 1 is A. If I just E, would you like D? Back to A, and then of course you repeat from here, right? So, ready, and A. You're on A for a long time. E. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. D. A. But there's another chord that has both G sharp and E other than E, and it is this chord. It's A major 7. The G string needs to go back 1 fret. So middle finger grabs D2, pointer finger grabs G1, and ring finger grabs B2. So A major 7. And I didn't quite tell you the whole story about the D one. This is D and E, and there is a D chord that has D and E in it. It's D suspended 2. You might like that better, you might not. You might like A major 7 better than E, you might not. It's completely up to you. I think if you listen to the track very closely, A major 7 is a better interpretation than E, but Snow Patrol has a whole band at their disposal, and you may not, and I think E kind of sounds better by myself. I think I would want to hear A major 7 personally if I was part of a whole band. You choose. Here we go. A major 7, D suspended 2, back to A. Completely up to you. You can Mitch, if your name's Mitch, you can Mitch and match, or you can mix and match, or... And that's it. Those are all the pieces you need to play this song. So Mitch, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you thought that was fun and helpful, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.